the 5 assists. I know you've talked about how, the playmaking's kind of always been a part of your game, but it seemed like, this season in particular, you really played, point a lot
Yeah.
at the one. And just what part of your game do you think you had the most overall growth in this year?
That part. I haven't really had the ball in my hands like that in my pro career. I think the last time the ball was in my hands as much as it was this season was probably high school, where my high school coach had me playing the one until we had a point guard like my senior year. So kind of got to tap back into those skills. I'm thankful and grateful for Coach Fred, even Fish when he was here, JC, like all the point guards. I picked their brains. They have grace with me, like I had grace with myself. There was some games where I turned that thing over a little too much, but I'm just thankful that my teammates had my back and trusted me to continue to figure it out, because that's what I had to do. Because at any night I was the point guard, or tonight I was the power forward. So I just wanted to just be able to be everything my team needed me to be.
Brittney, I've heard you adopt a phrase that NECA uses all the time, grace. And I've also seen you kind of step into that leadership role. How does it feel to not only give some of these younger players grace, but be solid in that leadership role as well?
I just try to hold myself accountable all the time, and just realize that, others are watching and others are learning, because I was once them. And that's how I learned how to be a leader, by following and seeing leadership, above me. So that helped me know how to lead. So now it's my turn to do that and pass the baton or pay it forward, however you want to say it. But that's how I think about it. Is like, I was once them, and now I have a me when I didn't have a me. So that's how I try to put it.
And then, like you said, you've had a lot of growth this season, but you also have a lot of young players on this team as well. So if you could look into a crystal ball, who do you think is going to be the young player on the squad that's going to have the biggest growth spurt next season?
I want all of them to have it. I can't pick one. 40 Wood, like it don't matter. I just want all of them to grow. It was just dope to see them go through this adversity. For most of them, it was like their first time really going through some adversity, especially at the pro level. So I'm just happy how they handled it. I'm happy how they still went out fearless. They balled, and we just had fun with it.
Hey, Slim, back here. The last 3 weeks or so, there's really a tick on your part in the scoring.
Yeah.
And you talked about being what the team needed you to be. That was very much needed. What's the process of deciding or figuring out, okay, this is what's needed, and then going out there and executing that?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I just had like a moment after that Minnesota game where I was just like, F it. Like, F it. Just go hard. Like, what else can possibly happen from, you know what I mean? Like, going hard. I had to remember that when I do go hard, good things happen. Like, I was so nervous about how others might take it, or how myself might take it, and I'd get mad at my mistakes, but I have to realize, like, look, who else gonna do it? And not to say that we don't have anybody else to do it, but if I have the ability to do it and I know that that helps the team, then I got to do it. I just got to take it on the chin. So it was one of those moments where I was like, you know what? Forget it. Like, just go hard. Go hard. Do what you've been doing. And, it worked. And we might have not got the wins, but we figured out something,
So also, congratulations on 2,000 career points, which is a milestone you just reached.
Oh, nah, I don't be knowing nothing. No, I'll take that back. I did know about the steals.
Okay.
I knew about the steals. I'll take that back. I won't lie about
So
that.
congratulations on that. Looking forward into the next season, you're unrestricted. What's the number one thing you're looking for in whatever franchise you play for in 2023?
I always say it. Wherever I'm at, I just want to be used. I just want to be used properly. Just use me. Like, whatever I could do, just use me right. I've been in positions where I felt like I was not used right, or I was like pushed to the side or stuffed, in the offense. And over the years, it has gotten better, and I've figured out how to, be that two-way player that I know I can be. But yeah, just to be used right. Wherever I may land, wherever I might be, like right now, I'll be totally honest. If any other questions come up about off season, I'm telling you right now, I'm going on vacation. That's all I'm worried about. This has been, yeah, I need to go somewhere that doesn't need a passport, because I gotta get that fixed. But no, seriously, I'm very grateful for the season. But yeah.
I have two questions for you, Slim. Where would you like to play basketball in the WNBA next year? What franchise?
I'm going on vacation. I knew you was gonna come and say that. I literally just said it. I'm going on vacation. That's where I'm going. I don't care about basketball right now. I really don't. I mean that wholeheartedly. Like I love basketball. But right now I need a break emotionally, mentally, physically. I just want a break. So if you want to know, I'm going to Puerto Rico or I might go to the Bahamas. I might have me a steak dinner. I might do a lot of stuff. But one thing I'm not about to do is worry about basketball.
And let me ask you this then. I know you don't want to worry about basketball, but I just want to ask you in this setting, what's your assessment of the Sparks heading into next season?
The season just ended. I, I don't know. Like I'm so serious. Like my mind is straight basketball. And it was like that the whole season. I haven't even decompressed from Australia. So I'm so serious when I say that after I leave out this room, I hope y'all get home safe because I'm about to go get something to eat with my loved ones. And I'm not worried about basketball at all.
Hey, Slim, you guys went through a very tough season, losing a coach, losing a teammate. What's the lesson that you learned from this? We always say we're students of life.
Mhm.
What's the lesson that you're going to take away from this season?
Man, there's a lot of lessons. I think the biggest one for me personally, I think is having to figure out a way to come to work every day with that when you don't want to do it. I think that was like the biggest thing. And I kind of get emotional about it because the season was hard. And there was a lot of times this season where I was like, hey, like I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm tired of losing. But I remember why I play. I remember who's on my team. Like I remember that, there's little ones that's watching. But yeah, this season was hard. It's probably the first time I cried all season for everything. But just making sure I got up every day and made sure I came to work because I know that my teammates deserve that. And my biggest thing is I'm never going to disrespect the game. I'll never disrespect the game. So that's why I'm probably crying because it's like, God damn it. It's a long season. But I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of us because we could have gave up in May, but we didn't, and we still had those chances. So I'm really proud of us. But yeah, getting up and just wanting that every day. I mean, I do, but it was hard. I'm gonna be real. It was hard. It was hard.
Slim, you mentioned just learning how to give each other grace and give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Just how hard of a lesson is that to learn, especially in this industry that you chose,
Yep.
where it's sometimes pretty unforgiving. If you don't win, it's not good enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you have the choice to like sit in it or learn from it. We had a lot of moments where we could have sat in our funk and we could have been like, oh man, we're gonna keep losing. We're not gonna figure it out. And then there was a moment where it was like, nah, we're gonna figure this out and we're gonna push through. I always use the term like dance through the rain, don't wait for the storm to end. Because most people will wait like, oh man, the storm's coming. It's like, nah, we gonna B2K Omarion in there. Yeah. But I use that analogy because it helps me. Like most people are like, man, I can't wait for the season to be over. I don't think nobody said that. Nobody said that from my knowledge. Everybody was like, shit, we still got a chance to make playoffs. So there's that demeanor, that mindset.
I have time for two from the Zoom. We'll go to Sue Favor.
Brittney, I was going to ask you about, you said that you learned so much in Australia and then brought it to the Sparks, and then what you would learn from this. But I don't think you've had time to contextualize all that yet.
No.
When you come back from vacation, maybe you can have an interview or something. But I guess I'll ask you this then: are you, now that you're a vet, a serious vet in your late 20s, are you glad you went through adversity like this as a vet rather than at a younger age?
I still think I'm young. I still think I'm young.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say you were old.
No. I know what you mean. I'm seasoned. Yeah, I'll take it. But man, what is it you wanted me to answer?
I mean, I just was going to ask you, do you feel like your years, because you are a vet now, you've been in the game for a minute. Do you feel like your years help you get through this adversity this year?
Yeah. Oh man. I make the joke, but I said that this year for me personally was like my year 3 on steroids. If anybody could like remember 2019, like that year was crazy for the dream when I was with the dream. But then personally, like internally, that was a crazy year of decisions that I had to personally make. And yeah, I mean, as I look back, I think for sure that things that happened in my life definitely prepared me for moments in this season. Even when I was overseas, like there were moments where I came back and immediately I see the results of what had happened just this off season in the new season. So I'm thankful. I'm grateful that I was able to go through those things and I made it through, because now I can help somebody else that is for sure gonna go through the same thing. Like you don't miss out on that. So
Well,
I just hope that
yeah,
I could be a help.
yeah, your work and your hustle and your leadership certainly didn't go unnoticed. So I hope you find all the relaxation that you need and more, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last question on the Zoom. We'll go to Jeff Newholm.
Hey Slim, great game today. Just quick off top of your head, is there any one positive moment that really stands out for you right now? In order to just lock going through your head, but was there any one moment this year that maybe made it all worth it for you?
Yeah, the biggest thing was that I was able to play and be healthy and be there for my team. Even though I missed those 4 games with COVID, we had a lot of injuries this year, and I'm just truly thankful that I was just able to stay as healthy as possible and be ready for my team. That is the biggest thing I take away from this, that it's not a common thing this year. So I'm very blessed.
Thanks so much, Slim. Best wishes.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
so much, everyone.
You gotta try to craft that.